Good evening. Just for the people to my left, there are plenty of seats in the middle and over to the right. Boom, boom. All right. The Hoover City Board of Education meeting is called to order. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. All right. So if you'll join me and stand, although I don't see a flag, we'll imagine one's over here and we'll pledge. We'll pledge this way. Salute. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Ms. Netterville, will you call the roll to establish a quorum? Here.
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 All right, a quorum has been established. Board members, you have the agenda for this evening's meeting before you. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The agenda is approved. Board members, you have the March 11, 2025 meeting minutes before you. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The minutes are approved. Next, we have recognitions. Ms. Wilson? Okay, sorry. Mr. Cox. Dr. Cox, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. All right, it's wonderful to see all of you tonight. Welcome, board members and friends of Hoover City Schools. At last month's board meeting, we had performances, representations from Berry Middle School and Spain Park High Schools, as well as wonderful art show from a majority of our 16 schools. This month, we're excited to feature performances from our other 3 secondary schools and some additional art students that will be recognized later this evening. As you arrived, you had the pleasure of hearing the talented Bumpus Middle School Jazz Band perform. The Bumpus Middle School bands, led by Mr. Josh Lynch and Dr. Ben Posey, had the honor this year of performing at AMEA, the Alabama Music Educators Association Conference in January. And they've been recently honored with receiving straight superior ratings at the Alabama Bandmasters Association Music Performance Assessment. Let's give them a round of applause. Simmons, you may go ahead and start entering. The Simmons Middle School Choir, under the direction of Dan Cater, recently participated in the State Choral Performance Assessment, and all 4 choirs received superior ratings. Additionally, the 6th grade choir, Girls Chorale, and Synergy received straight 1s, which is the highest possible scores. Let's give them a round of applause. Six of the students in tonight's ensemble were selected and participated in the Alabama Vocal Association All-State Chorus Festival. And I would like those students to give us a big wave as I call your name. Luke Hertz. Let's give him a round of applause. Woo. Grace Moore. Logan Bress. Gavin Davidson, Allie Renta, and Levi Retna was not able to be here tonight due to other obligations, but give them all a collaborative clap. Many students who participate in the choir are also very active in other various activities. So the full ensemble is not here tonight, but we are very excited to hear all of those who came, and they're going to perform 2 selections for us. Esto de la Digo by Kinley Lang and Waiting for the Light by Sally Albrecht.
Forget on the toss of dreams. Forget on the toss of dreams. Forget on the toss of dreams.
Thanks. Our two soloists in that piece were Grace Moore and Ann Frances Moffett. We've got two soloists in this next piece. They are Graylin Aldrich and Isaac Davenport.
Oh, yes, I'm waiting for the light to set me free. Yes, I am waiting for the light to shine down on me. If the devil tries to drag you under, just take a look around. Put you on higher ground. Yes, I'm waiting for the light. Oh, yes, to set me free. Yes, I am waiting for the light to shine down on me. If the devil tries to drag you under, just take a look around. Put you on higher ground. I'm climbing high mountains. I'm bearing heavy burdens. Cause when I get to Canaan, my spirit will be free. If the moon just shine his light on me. Oh, yes, I'm waiting for the light to set me free. Yes, I am waiting for the light to shine down on me. If the devil tries to drag you under, just take a look around. Put you on higher ground. Yes, and lift you up. Put you on higher ground.
I'm near the river Jordan. It's chilly and it's cold. Though it may chill the body, it cannot touch the soul. Cause my spirit will be free. If the moon shows, oh yes, I'm waiting for the light. Oh yes, to set me free. Yes, I am waiting for the light. Oh, to shine down on me. If the devil tries to drag you under, just take a look around. Lift you up. Oh, yes, he'll lift you up. Lift you up. And put you on higher.
All right. It's no wonder this choir has received so many amazing recognitions in all their competitions. Congratulations, Dan. All right. 4 middle schools from across the entire Southeast were recently selected for the upcoming Music for All Wind Band Festival that's held at Belmont University on April 5th. It's an incredible honor for Hoover City Schools to have not only one, but 2 schools participating at this event. The Bumpus Middle School Symphonic Band and the Simmons Middle School Honor Band will be performing for Belmont. 2 out of 4 in the entire Southeast. Let's hear it for that. Five of the 8 Hoover High School choirs, under the direction of Mr. John Kincaid and Miss Amanda Slay, participated in the Alabama Vocal Association State Choral Performance Assessment back in March. All 5 of the choirs received superior ratings, and let's give them a round of applause. 3 of the students here tonight in tonight's choir were selected and participated in the high school Alabama Vocal Association All-State Choral Festival this past weekend. And if you will give me a big wave as I call your name: Gracie Benefield, Thea Friedman, and Lindley Gray. We will now hear the Hoover High School Chamber Ensemble perform Light of a Clear Blue Morning, and soloist Caitlin Eanes will be a soloist.
It's been a long, dark night, and I've been waiting for. It's been a long, hard fight, but I see a brand new dawning. I've been looking for sunshine, 'cause I ain't seen it in so long. Everything is gonna work out fine. Everything is gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. 'Cause I can't see morning. I can see I can see morning. Everything is gonna be alright. It's gonna be okay. I can see. I can see blue.
Such amazing tone and vocal control and performance. Good job, Mr. Kincaid. I'm very impressed. We have, of course, just heard some of the accomplishments and had a sampling of some of our amazing music programs, but many of our other fine arts programs are thriving and have received some accomplishments as well that we would like to recognize tonight. Trumbauer Jr. is a fun and friendly statewide theater competition for students in grades 4 through 8. The top 3 students in each category are recognized and selected for all stars. We are proud to recognize 2 Hoover students who received this recognition. The first is Liana Galpodinaya. She is a former student of mine and a current student of Ashley Bishop at Bumpus Middle School. She was not able to be here tonight because Bumpus Middle School is in their tech rehearsals for their show. So get ready to see that. It's this coming weekend. You can find the dates online. Very exciting. The other student who plays is one of my students as of February until I made this transition, Emery George Reed. Come on up. Emery is a student at Gwynn Elementary, and we're very proud of him. Now, the Alabama State Thespian Junior Festival offers a variety of theater-related workshops and performance opportunities for students also in grades 4 through 8. Judges in each category select one participant who stood out among the others. We had 4 students from Hoover that were chosen. They are Elliot Thompson from Berry Middle School with Diane Rowe. Liana Galpodinaya, also from Bumpus Middle School. She's not able to be here. Georgia Long from Bumpus Middle School. Come on up. And Molly Wells from Berry Middle School with Miss Rowe. In addition, Georgia and Molly served this year as Junior State Thespian officers and helped to plan the opening ceremony of the festival, a leadership workshop, and they ran the showcase and organized the closing ceremony and did all kinds of stuff. So we have some amazing leaders coming up in our programs. The Alabama Superintendent's Visual Art Exhibit took place at the Alabama State Capitol in February. 2 talented Hoover High School students placed in this competition amongst the whole state and were recognized at the awards ceremony last month. These 2 winners were Anna Gill. She won 2nd place for her artwork Stargazer. She's from Hoover High School with Mr. Rigsby. And Lily Hawk. Lily Hawk placed 1st place with her selection of Reflections in a Jar from Bumpus Middle School, and she is a student of Mr. Doss. Woo. The Visual Arts Achievement Program took place at the University of Montevallo in March. We would like to recognize the following students, and you can go ahead and start making your way up to the stage, who placed in this competition, and they'll go on to compete at state. You can see some of their work in the lobby out on the stands in front. So make sure to check it out as you leave this evening. We have Jada Johnson, who received honorable mention in photography. Is Jada here? All right, Abigail Henley, who received first place in photography. Zoe Smith, who received first place in drawing under Miss Monica Brown. Tyler Haynes received first place in crafts by with Miss Holiday as her teacher. Madeline Johnson, first place in sculpture with Mr. Pocopani. Sophie Adams, honorable mention in sculpture with Mr. Pocopani. Chloe Cofield, first place in photography with Mr. Rigsby. Alili Sanchez received honorable mention in photography with Mr. Rigsby. And Nora Greer received honorable mention in printmaking with Mr. Austin. Give them a round of applause. The President's own United States Marine Concerto Competition is a nationwide competition that took place in Washington, D.C. on February 15th. One of our students, Madeline Cagle, was one of the 6 finalists from across the nation to compete, and she placed 3rd in the entire nation. She is only the 2nd student from Alabama to be ever selected for this honor. Madeline also made the Alabama State Solo Finals as part of the All-State Band. She won the Alabama Symphony Concerto Competition to be performed on May 3rd at UAB, and will be attending the Boston University Tanglewood Institute Orchestral Program for the 2nd year on full scholarship. Let's give Madeline a huge round of applause. So these performance and recognitions are, of course, only a sampling of what has been going on in our fine arts program. There has been so many awards, accomplishments, recognitions, all the above, and we should be very proud to be here in Hoover City Schools. To find out more about these accomplishments, check out the Hoover City Schools Fine Arts Facebook page and Instagram for more accomplishments and acknowledgments, as well as daily activities that go on in our classroom to get the bigger picture of what's going on in all of our programs. Although there's always room to address opportunities for growth, the arts are very much alive and well here in Hoover. And we thank the board, the administrators, the teachers, the parents, and the students for being all so supportive of our programs. A round of applause for everyone. If you came tonight just for the performances or for the fine arts recognition, you are welcome to stay for the remainder of the board meeting, or you may make your way to the exit and check out the artwork in the lobby as you carry on to your other evening obligations. Thank you.
Evening, board members. Thank you again to Dr. Cox, to our band directors, our choir directors, to our students, to our families. Those were some amazing performances. Let's give them one more round of applause. Well, board members, we've got some other amazing recognitions that I would like to begin with right now. If we could ask Miss Hickson and Elam from Berry Middle School to please come forward and stand with me. Give a round of applause. So this is a very special month in our schools. We are participating in Autism Awareness and Acceptance Month to promote awareness, acceptance, and kindness in our classrooms and within our community. Autism affects all ethnic groups and socioeconomic levels, and through awareness and education, we can build a greater understanding and support for all. In Hoover City Schools, we proudly serve more than 470 students with a primary diagnosis of autism. These students receive individualized services from dedicated, exceptional education staff, and our district is committed to continuous training and professional development as knowledge of autism continues to evolve and we learn more about autism. Each of our schools, they have all selected to celebrate in their own way, but our message has remained united. We celebrate differences, lead with kindness, and strive to ensure that every student feels supported and valued. Tonight, we are very excited to have Ms. Hickson and Elam with us to show as examples of the amazing things that each of our schools are doing to bring awareness to our faculty, to our staff, to our students, and our communities. And we are so thankful for them coming tonight. And Elam, we have a certificate for you for coming with us. And I know he's got a very special bracelet that he wants to share with all of our board members.
Thank you very much. Awesome.
Thank you both for being with us tonight as we continue to educate and celebrate autism awareness in Hoover City Schools. Thank you both. At this time, I'd like to ask our librarians that we have with us and our 3 special student guests to come forward and join me on stage. So April is also another wonderful month where we are celebrating School Library Month. And we want to make sure that we celebrate our amazing librarians and all the important things that they do to help transform learning in our schools. Their dedication creates spaces filled with curiosity, discovery, and a love for lifelong learning. Tonight, we wanted to do something a little bit different to celebrate our librarians and what our libraries mean to us. We actually asked 3 amazing students to come and tell us why they love their librarians and their library. So we are going to start with Livian, who is a student at Gwynn Elementary. You want to stand right here?
Hi, my name is Livian and I am in 2nd grade at Gwynn Elementary. I like our school library because you get to see the zoo animals on the smart board. I also like it because you get to check out fiction and nonfiction books. The Magic Treehouse graphic novels are my favorite. I also really like to check out funny books. I love our rocking chairs in the library. Also, you get to check out indie robots to take home. That is why I like our school library.
Have a certificate here for you. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you. You want to stand right here with your group for just a minute? All right. And next we have Maddie with River Chase Elementary. Hey, Maddie.
Hi, my name is Maddie. I think the library is important because it helps make your brain bigger. There is a variety of books, and if you like fiction like me, you can find lots of them. Without the library, I wouldn't be able to learn as much. I love Miss Wells and our library.
So much. You did such a great job. Thank you. And next we have Marin with Deer Valley Elementary School.
Hi, my name is Marin Reynolds. I'm in the 2nd grade at Deer Valley Elementary. I love the library because you can learn cool things from books. You get to pick out books every week. You can pick any books that you want. Reading is my favorite subject.
Board members, we wanted to have the opportunity for you to hear from our amazing students, because when we celebrate these important months in our schools, it is not just because we want to celebrate our amazing faculty and staff that we have, but it's because of the impact that they make on our students. And so we are so thankful for the 3 of you to come forward and to stand on this big stage and talk about why you love your library and your librarians. You guys did an amazing job. Thank you. All right, at this time, I would like to ask the girls bowling team from Hoover High School to please come forward. So as they're making their way to the stage, I am very excited to celebrate this group. One, because I am a huge bowling fan. I am horrible at it. And so after this meeting, I'd like to get with all of these individuals so they can help train me so I can be a better bowler. To me, that is one of the most fun things that you can do is go to the bowling alley. I spent a lot of my high school Friday nights at the bowling alley. But this year, this group that is making their way forward has made history. For the first time ever, the Lady Bucks qualified not only for regionals, advanced to state, but made it all the way to finals. This has been an incredible season of hard work, determination, and making history. And we are so extremely proud of this group of individuals. I would love to hear from either one of the students or from the coaches a little bit about how the season went. This is the very first time that we have had our high school team be named 6A, 7A state runners up. So is there a student that is very brave that wants to tell us about the season? We know that high school students are not shy. Tell us just a little bit about this season.
This season was amazing, honestly. It was very tough, but very fun. These girls put everything into this year. And I don't know what else to say. I love these girls. I love what they do. I'm so happy and excited to see them move forward, especially since what we did this year. We're very strong, and I know that they can do more next year. So.
Well, we want to say on behalf of Hoover City Schools, we are so proud of you. To Coach Pafumi and Coach Daniel, congratulations. This was a great season. We are extremely proud of you. Thank you. And to follow our athletic excellence, I'm going to ask for our boys and girls Hoover High School basketball teams to please come forward and fill the stage. So as they come forward, I'm not sure that they need a whole lot of recognition. I'm sure we have seen them on stage for multiple years, but I'll give a little bit of history about these two teams. They have both done it once again. Both of these teams standing up here are 7A state champions. Our girls basketball team secured their 5th straight title, which is absolutely amazing. Round of applause. And then we've got our boys team, which clinched their 3rd consecutive state championship as well. So this has been an amazing year for both of these basketball programs. We are so extremely proud of them. Watching them play this season has been truly amazing. Our boys and girls, they dominated on the court, but also we're just very proud of the students, the student athletes that they are off the court as well. And so we'd like to say congratulations to our coaches. Coach Ware, I've lost you in the mix of group. I'm going to hand you the microphone. Where? I love having a full stage.
Hey there. Thanks for having us. Thanks for the recognition. Obviously, these guys were incredible on the floor, but the coaching staff, we're just as proud of them as the kind of people they are off the floor. They represent Hoover High School in the city of Hoover and the Hoover City School System. Every time we go somewhere, people brag on the way they carry themselves. So, you know, each of these guys, we've got 7 of them that are seniors. They're all going to be special people. They're all going to be great fathers, and they're going to do great things. So just super proud of these guys for this season and the last 3 seasons as well.
Coach Johnson.
Hi, my name is Coach Crystal Johnson. Sorry, I lost my voice this weekend. I just want to echo what Coach Ware said. We are also proud of our team for winning our 5th consecutive state championship and our 11th in our program. That's a major feat for girls who are also a part of honor societies here at our school. And we also are very proud to say that our own senior, Ms. Nia Brown, was named the Finley Character Award winner for Hoover High School as well. So this is a great group of girls. We thank the parents who are also here to support us tonight for all their support. These girls work very hard. We put them through a lot, me and my coaching staff who's also present. And we could not do any of this without you. We want to thank Dr. Maddox and the board for y'all support throughout the season. And we hope to get a 6th consecutive state championship next year.
Thank you. And we are so excited to have you guys represent Hoover City Schools. And we enjoyed watching both of you play this year. And we look forward to seeing you back on stage next year. Thank you.
Smart move. Smart decision.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask Miss Williams with Greystone Elementary to please come forward. So I'm very excited to honor Miss Williams, Greystone Elementary School's assistant principal. The Alabama Association of Elementary School Administrators named Miss Williams as the Alabama's National Outstanding Elementary Assistant Principal for District 4. This prestigious award recognizes assistant principals who demonstrate excellence in their roles and contribute to the education experience for their students. So last week I went to Greystone and I was talking with a group of elementary students and I said, okay, tell me about Miss Williams, everything I need to know. Well, of course, I heard all kinds of great things, all wonderful things. They all came at me at once. But one of my favorite things was a little boy came up to me and he said, she is very kind, she is so nice, and she is one of my favorite people to see in the school building each and every day. And so not only are we so proud of this award that you received and how you represent Hoover City Schools, but we are so thankful for all that you do for our students and for our families each and every day. And so we are so excited and honored for you to receive this prestigious award. You're welcome.
So Merrick told me, you may speak if you want, but you don't have to. But after hearing what the students had to say, I have to. I am humbled to represent Hoover City Schools in District 4. I promise to do everything within my power to always represent Hoover well. So Dr. Maddox and the board, thank you very much. Merrick, thank you. I love Greystone Elementary and will always do my best to serve the students and the families there well. Thank you.
In celebrating Miss Williams, this comes at perfect timing because this week is National Assistant Principals Appreciation Week. And so our schools are honoring all of our assistant principals for what they do to go above and beyond to not only support their principals, but the faculty and the staff and their students. So if you see an assistant principal this week, be sure to tell them thank you for all that they do. All right, next I'd like to ask the Hoover High School yearbook staff to please come forward. So I told the yearbook staff that I was extremely proud of them because I too in high school was on the yearbook staff. They thought that this was recent that I was on the yearbook staff. They did not believe that it had been many years since I had been in high school. You guys can come join me right over here. So I want to brag on our Hoover High School yearbook staff for showcasing their exceptional talent and dedication at the Alabama Scholastic Press Association State Convention held at the University of Alabama this year. They earned multiple top honors, including first place for the 2024-25 yearbook cover design and first place for their social media account development for the Hoover Yearbook Instagram account. Among their many achievements, their yearbook editor, Kelsey Schaefer, earned several awards for their outstanding contributions, including first place for her sports photo featuring Hoover's football Mac Beeson. And our other yearbook editor, Millie Moff, am I saying that correctly, Moff? Is that Moffett? I'm sorry, Moffett, also earned first place for her yearbook sports spread featuring the varsity and JV Buccanettes. The yearbook staff continues to demonstrate excellence in student journalism, design, and storytelling. And with this such prestigious recognition, we know that this year's yearbook is going to be absolutely amazing. And we cannot wait to see the award-winning yearbook that will be coming out this year. So congratulations to all of you. I know it takes a lot of hard work to make all of that happen, to get all of those photos, to do all of that writing, but you guys did an amazing job and it really paid off at this convention. Congratulations. If you want to.
I guess I have to say words now since everybody's saying words. This is my first year. Well, first of all, I'm Emily Lawson. I'm the yearbook advisor for this year. This is my first year at Hoover High School and obviously the first year as yearbook advisor. Thank you for having us and recognizing us. I cannot express words as to how proud I am of my kiddos. Kamora cries all the time, so they're extraordinary and I couldn't be more proud, and we absolutely cannot wait to share all this hard work with y'all in May, so stay tuned. Thanks. Thank you.
Board members, tonight we have got to see some amazing performances. We've recognized amazing students, faculty, staff, and administrators. All of these awards and recognitions that we have tonight would not be possible if it was not for each of you for supporting our schools the way that you do. Because of our supportive board and our supportive community, our schools are able to thrive each and every day. And our community support is huge. We are so thankful for our many families who go above and beyond each day to make sure our schools have all the tools and resources that they need and feel supported each day and loved. And so tonight we are super excited to have our Hoover Parent Teacher Council, some of their members with us tonight. I'd like to ask them to come forward. Cindy Hodges is our president of the HPTC this year, and we really wanted to recognize them for really going above and beyond. I've enjoyed getting to work with them my first few months that I have been here, but they really go above and beyond to support our schools, our faculty and staff. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Maddox and the HPTC group.
I'm sorry, Merrick. I was talking to Amy.
It's your turn.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you so much. Cindy, you've done an amazing job this year. Ashley, last year you did an amazing job. Jill's going to do a great job next year. I just want to say we could not do what we do without you. And you guys, I think that we have 24 or so on the HPTC. You guys meet monthly, but more importantly than that, you are constantly fundraising and supporting our local schools. And you guys are able to provide all of those extras that I know our staff members appreciate. But I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate each of you. We have an opportunity to meet once a month, and the great thing about it is we try to be as transparent as we can be. So sometimes we say things to each other that maybe we wouldn't say in public, but it's important that we have that open communication and transparency. And I feel that we have that. And that's so important because when you hear about things that are happening, you can come to me and, and also I can come to you if needed. So on behalf of Hoover City Schools, I just want to say thank you to each of you for your service. You can't retire on us. We need you back. So circle back and help us out in the future. But Again, thank you so much on behalf of our school district for all that you do for our students and staff.
Very much. Dr. Maddox, thank you for doing this for us, for acknowledging us in this way. My name's Cindy Hodges. I serve as the president of the Hoover Parent Teacher Council, which the joke is it's the PTO over the PTOs. We don't have to do as much work as the individual school PTOs do. But what we do is serve as a resource and an education piece for all of our PTOs and allow them a monthly opportunity to get right in front of all of our PTO presidents, to get right in front with our Board of Education and our central office employees. We work really hard with these wonderful, talented women. Ashley Gregory, Ashley Wade, and Erica Munson serve on my board, as well as Susan Walker, Michelle Olson, and Jill Hunter, who weren't able to be here, baseball, I believe, or soccer, one of them. I try to say in all of my meetings, I truly believe that one of the main reasons our district is so successful is because of the level of parent engagement that we have in our district. And that is usually sourced or because of the different parent-teacher organizations we have at each school. These women help guide them, and they help guide our parents to serve our schools as best as they can. The ultimate parent volunteers that we have in this district are you all, the Board of Education. The time, the energy, the often thankless and complaint-filled, unpaid, that you do for us. We cannot show our gratitude more for what you give to our children. And we're grateful for the district that you're creating and managing and maintaining, that we're able to raise our children in, that we're choosing this place because of the direction y'all all give us. And Dr. Maddox and your team, Merrick especially, we're very blessed. And the leadership that you've given to our district and the direction we're going in, we're so grateful, and we appreciate that you acknowledge that the parent piece is as important as the faculty and the students and everything. We're here to help however we can, so put us to work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow, that was awesome. Next, we'll have the personnel action items. Dr. Maddox.
Yes, Mr. President, I recommend approval of the personnel actions as presented.
Okay, board members, do I have a motion to approve the personnel actions as recommended by the superintendent? Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, any questions from the board? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, the personnel actions are approved. All right, next item on the agenda is the hiring of the new chief school financial officer. The board has posted this vacancy and required that all applications be sent to Board Attorney Mark Boardman. Dr. Maddox has Mr. Boardman consulted you about the CSFO job search and his recommendation for hire?
Yes, sir, he has. Mr. Boardman is here. Mr. Boardman, would you like to say a few words?
Members of the board, Alabama Code Section 1613A4 requires the Board of Education to fill the vacancy that you will have beginning June 2nd for the chief school financial officer. That person reports directly to the board, and the board has consulted the search through my office. This is the second one we're doing today. In about 10 more minutes, we'll be announcing into a large Board of Education in North Alabama the person we selected for that position. Here, we've posted the vacancy in accordance with the requirements of the Alabama Code. We've gathered the applications, we've vetted the applications, and it was a very competitive process. But one candidate shone much higher than everybody else, and that candidate was right under everybody's nose. We recommend Melinda Buck, your accounting director, to be your next CSFO, and she's here today, obviously.
All right. Okay, board members, you have received Mr. Boardman's recommendation with a pause. Does anyone wish to make a motion?
Mr. Kendrick, I move that we hire Melinda Buck as a CSFO to begin her employment on July 1st, 2025 on a 3-year contract. I also move that that this motion includes Mr. Kendrick being authorized to sign this contract with Ms. Buck.
Okay. Having heard the motion to hire Ms. Buck, is there a second?
Second.
All right. Ms. Nettleville, let's have a roll call vote. Here, aye.
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 All right. The vote is unanimous in favor of hiring Melinda Buck as the new Chief School Financial Officer for Hoover City Schools, and for me to sign on behalf of the board a contract with her. Congratulations, Ms. Buck. All right. Our business actions are next on the agenda. I'll ask our CSFO, Michelle McKay, to provide an overview.
Good evening, board members. You made a wonderful choice. Just saying. Included in your packet are the summary and general purpose financial statements for the month ending February 28, 2025. As of February 28, 2025, 70.6% of budgeted revenue has been received. As noted last month, Hoover City Schools receives the bulk of its ad valorem tax revenue between October and March. As we move into spring and summer, these tax receipts will begin to decline. The financial results reflect 5 months of activity. At this point in the fiscal year, we would expect to have spent approximately 42% of the budget for recurring expenditures. Currently, general fund expenditures are at 41.5% of the budget. The general fund reserve stands at 12.7 months. In February, payments were made for the device refresh at Spain Park High School, RC3, and the central office, as well as for new special education buses. Additionally, funds were expended for the RC3 automotive and Hoover High restroom renovation projects, along with principal and interest payments on outstanding debt. Special revenue fund expenditures through February totaled $12.2 million, or 54.5% of the budget. The majority of federal funds are expended during the school year, with reimbursement requests submitted on a 1-month lag. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I did forget. So sorry. One part, March payroll 2025 was $14,061,014. And I did want to share with you, the majority of the excess was due to athletic and other supplements, SLP and exceptional ed supplements. They're only given once in the month of March. Plus we had 5 national board recipients to receive their $5,000. So that's the increase. And then February cash disbursements were $6,744,469. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McKay. Any questions from the board? Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve the business action items?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
The business actions are approved. Dr. Maddox?
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, board. Next, we have a program consulting services proposal with Lemoyne Program Services. These services will be utilized for the restroom renovations at Hoover High School and the locker room renovations at Spain Park High School. Mr. President, I recommend approval of this program consulting proposal in the amount of $49,250.
Board members, do I have a motion to approve the program consulting services proposal with Lemoyne Program Services as recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Are there any questions from the board? I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the motion is approved. Dr. Maddox?
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, board. Michelle's on her way. I was going to call on her to come forward. She's read my mind. The next item on the agenda is a bid for CMP food service equipment. I recommend awarding the bid to Singer H&R, the lowest responsive bidder, for a total of $72,745. 2 bids were received. Any questions from the board?
Where is this equipment going? What building? What school? Do we know?
Gracious.
Various locations? Okay. Okay, very good. Various locations, okay.
All right. All right. Any more questions from the board? Okay, do I have a motion to award Singer H&R the bid for the CMP food service equipment as recommended by the superintendent? Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the motion is approved.
Thank you,
Mr.
Mr.
Dr.
President.
Maddox.
Thank you, Board. The next item on the agenda is a bid for network electronics. I recommend awarding the network electronics bid to C Spire for a cost of $1,287,485.76. Cisco products were the basis of the design for this project, and C Spire Business and Endeavor IT were the two vendors to submit a bid for the class for the Cisco equipment. Selecting C Spire Business ensures the district upgrades its aging network infrastructure with advanced Cisco technology while leveraging C Spire's extensive experience and proven expertise in similar projects.
All right, board members, any questions? All right, do I have a motion to award the bid for network electronics to C Spire?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the motion is approved. Dr. Maddox?
Yes, at this time, I would like to ask David Smith to come forward and join Michelle. The first item on the bid for the Bumpus Middle School athletic field lighting. I recommend awarding the bid to Titan Electric Incorporated, which submitted the sole bid of $359,550. This amount includes a $10,000 contingency allowance and a unit price allowance for 35 cubic yards of rock excavation, drilling, removal, and on-site disposal. The combined cost of the lights, which will be purchased by Hoover City Schools, $268,770, and the installation bid remains within the total project budget of $650,000, with a total project cost of $628,320.
All right. Board members, do I have a motion to award Titan Electric, Inc. the bid for the Bumpus Middle School athletic field lighting as recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President, and thank you, Board. Next on the agenda is a bid for the parking lot expansion at Green Valley Elementary School. I recommend awarding the bid to the lowest responsible bidder, Duncan and Dearman Building Company, LLC, with a total bid of $278,749. Of the 4 bids received, the 2 lowest bids are being rejected due to excessively high and unreasonable unit price allowance figures, which could pose an unnecessary risk to Hoover City Schools.
Okay. Do I have a motion to award the bid for the parking lot expansion at Green Valley Elementary as recommended by the superintendent?
So go ahead. So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the motion is approved.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Board. Lots of
Dr.
bids to
Maddox.
consider tonight. The next item on the agenda is the RC3 parking lot expansion. I recommend awarding the parking lot expansion bid for River Chase Career Connection Center to the lowest responsible bidder, Duncan and Dearman Building Company, LLC, with a total bid of $599,226. 8 bids were received for this project.
Board members, do I have a motion to award the bid for the parking lot expansion at RC3 to Duncan and Dearman Building Company as recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the motion passes. Dr. Maddox?
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Board. The next item on the agenda is a bid for Brock's Gap Intermediate School roof replacement. I recommend rejecting the bid received as the total of all 6 submitted bids exceeded the available budget. While 10 contractors were pre-qualified, only 6 submitted bids.
Board members, do I have a motion to reject the bid for the roof replacement at Brock's Gap Intermediate School as the superintendent recommended?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, the bid is rejected.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Board. Our next item is a bid for the roof replacement at River Chase Elementary. I recommend awarding the bid to the lowest bidder, Roofing Solutions LLC, with a base bid of $1,891,400. 10 contractors were pre-qualified with 4 submitting bids. This roof is the most critical of the 3 roofing projects being considered tonight.
Board members, do I have a motion to award the bid for the roof replacement at River Chase Elementary to Roofing Solutions LLC as recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions?
Not a question, just a statement. One of the reasons that I was all for going ahead and approving this one, which did also come in under budget as compared to the other ones we have discussed and will discuss, is this roof has some significant issues with it. On top of that, it doesn't have the proper insulation underneath it. So the R rating for insulating this building is not up to code. So I think based on those 2 issues, we go ahead and get this one done, even though we don't really like the number.
Right.
There's actually some savings that we'll receive from this when it comes to heat and air, as well as the roof repairs over time.
Any other comments from the board? Okay, do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, the motion is approved. Dr. Maddox?
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Board. Next on the agenda is a bid for the Phase 1 roof replacement at Gwynn Elementary. I recommend rejecting the bid received for the Gwynn Elementary School Phase 1 roof replacement, as the total of all 6 bids submitted exceeded the available budget. While 10 contractors were pre-qualified, 6 submitted bids.
Board members, do I have a motion to reject the bid for the roof replacement at Gwynn Elementary as recommended by the superintendent? Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, the bid is rejected.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, David. And thank you, Board. The last action item on the agenda is the 25-26 athletic and other extracurricular supplement and stipend schedules. I am recommending the board approve these schedules as presented in your packet. The only changes from the previous year are the addition of a high school assistant robotics team coach and a district lead coordinator of student services.
Board members, do I have a motion to approve the 25-26 athletic and other extracurricular supplement and stipend schedules as recommended by the superintendent?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, the motion is approved, Dr. Maddox.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Mr.
Sir.
President, and thank you, Board.
All right, next on the agenda is the superintendent's report, information reports.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tonight, our auditors will present our annual financial review for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2024. At this time, I would like to ask Andrew Waits and Grant Schumpert from Carr, Riggs, and Ingram to come forward.
Good evening, board members. Dr. Maddox, thank you for having us tonight. It's a pleasure to be here. As you said, we are here to present the fiscal year 2024 audit. Before we do that, I'd like to kind of go over a few other documents that you should have in front of you. The first one says agreed upon procedures. It looks like this. Really what an agreed upon procedures engagement is, it's a separate engagement from the audit. But what it focused on was some tests of compliance with local schools' policies and procedures. So management, Michelle and Melinda, identified some schools that they would like us to go visit, and we tested compliance with policies and procedures over cash disbursements, cash receipts, fundraising, and PTO, PTA policies. And if you can kind of to that first page, you can kind of see the first 5 schools. That's the ones that we visited this year. It's kind of been on a rotating schedule over the past few years, which schools we go to. One thing that's unique about agreed upon procedures, in the audit, we have what we call auditor judgment. We have a lot of judgment in what procedures to do. And agreed upon procedures, they're very regimented, laid out procedures that we do. There's not a whole lot of gray area. And so as you read through this document, you'll see the procedures that were performed and then the results that were performed, or the results of those procedures. The second thing I would like to talk about is the required communications. This is a document that's from auditing standards that we are required to communicate to you after the conclusion of the audit. So a lot of the things in here are real kind of detailed, but some of the most important things would be identifying auditor's responsibility and management's responsibility. The most important responsibilities that management has is to take responsibility for the financial statements as well as to establish and maintain internal control. And a few pages later, there's a section on estimates. And the preparation of financial statements, there's a lot of estimates. And so those key estimates are identified here. And then the very back of it is the management representation letter. So that at the conclusion of the audit, management provides us a letter that says, we have not restricted any access that you documents or restricted, personnel or anything in the process of your audit. We've provided, access to that, and we're not aware of any fraud and stuff like that. Finally, the audit itself looks like this. And the first couple pages, you flip to that. The most important thing we'll say tonight is that it's a clean opinion. That's an unmodified opinion. So that's obviously the one that you would want to receive. And with the management team that you have in place, I think it's something that you can expect. You have a great team here, as you well know, and we're very thankful for all the work that they put into it, because an audit, as you know, is very disruptive. The normal day-to-day activities don't, stop when an auditor comes in. And so we're very thankful for all the work that they have put in and put up with us. And so we're very happy about that. Grant is going to talk a little bit about some comparisons from fiscal year 2024 to 2023, and then talk about the single audit.
Thank you, board. If y'all will turn to page 5.3, be the first spots. This is the government-wide financial statements. I'm just going to note a couple changes from last year, like Andrew said, specifically capital grants and contributions. We saw an increase of 344% from 4.2 million last year to just over 19 million in 2024. Almost 12 million of that increase is related to the state grant to build this building right here that we're in tonight. Property taxes continue to increase year to year. We saw an 11.5% increase up to just over $106 million in the fiscal year 2024. And then in the other general revenues, there's a 24% increase from 12.1 million to just over 15 million. And a lot of that increase is from interest income, increasing almost $3 million in the fiscal year 2024. Next, if you will turn to page 11, these are going to be our fund financial statements. You'll see columns for the general fund and then all the remaining non-major funds. We just wanted to point out a couple changes in that line, or from last year. We just have 2024 here, but you'll see capital outlay expenditures in the fiscal year 2024 were just over 33 million. So obviously a lot of capital projects done this year in the district. And just for comparison, last year's number was just under 7 million. And then you'll see down at the bottom in the general fund, the change in fund balance for the year was almost $17 million in a positive direction. Then lastly, if you'll turn to the back of the report, page 66, it's going to be the report on the single audit that Andrew noted. So a single audit is the audit we do over federal revenues, over any program that received over $750,000 during the year. So the two programs that we did a single audit on in FY24 were special education and C&P. And these were both clean opinions as well. I think that's it. And I was going to say real quick, since we only get to get up here one time a year, just how much we've loved working with Michelle and how pumped we are for Melinda. I've done this job. I think we talked about it this year. Basically, I think Michelle's first year is when I started. So I feel like I've definitely grown up with her, and she's put up with me learning a lot on the job over the years. So just very appreciative for her.
We would be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you. No questions. Thank you. All right. You have something to say?
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations, Ms. McKay, to you and all of your team members. I know even in the local schools, we have lots of people working every day. And, it's difficult when you have expectations of others to manage money the way that you want it managed. And sometimes we disappoint in the way that we operate. So we appreciate all that you do to keep all of us in line and to ensure that we're protecting public funds. So thank you for that. Since you're here, I was going to invite you back up. You read my mind once again. So Ms. McKay, I'm going to ask you to present the fiscal year 25 capital plan.
Thank you. Excuse me just one second. Sorry, y'all. In your packet this evening is the current version of the FY25 capital plan approved on May 14, 2024. This version reflects a reduction in projected capital projects by just over $2 million. Using the updated projected fund balance as of September 30, 2025, we developed the attached multi-year plan. Assuming consistent revenues and expenditures with a 2% annual raise built in, the plan prioritizes completion of deferred replacement projects from the recession era, which had placed us behind schedule. In FY26, we add $6,274,071 to reserves for future capital needs and scheduled maintenance, ending the year with 9.13 months of reserves. In FY27, we began construction on the Bluff Park Elementary School classroom addition, which is now the modular building, but only draw $900,000 from reserves due to a $3 million reduction in annual debt service. We end FY27 with 8.78 months in reserves. By FY28, the reserve drops slightly to 8.23 months, assuming no additional advancement in technology funds are available. In FY29, we add $1.2 million to the reserve, but draw $1.7 million to in FY30, resulting in a projected reserve of 7.72 months. In FY31, projected revenues and capital expenditures are balanced. FY32 and FY33 include projected costs for a new elementary school with funding coming, solely from the reserve. Through this approach, Hoover City Schools has not only addressed aging mechanical systems and roofing replacements, but has also strategically invested in new facilities, land improvements, and building enhancements, positioning the district for long-term stability and growth. Importantly, even after these planned investments, the projected reserve at the end of FY33 remains strong at 6 months, well above the 5-month threshold we consider fiscally sound. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Board members, we've had quite a number of large capital improvements completed over the past 4 or 5 years. And Matt's not here tonight. Matt Wilson, our Director of Operations. And of course, David's here, his assistant. But Michelle, thank you for all the work that you've done in helping us find a way to complete many, many large projects. And as I look at the capital plan moving forward, even though it sounds weird hearing FY33, thinking that far down the road, when we look at the capital plan, you can see that, it changes from big things to smaller things. And that's just a result of all the hard work that's been done to get the big things done. So I do appreciate all of your efforts to help facilitate the funding for those projects.
Thank you. And I'm assuming we'll vote on this at the next board meeting? Will this be approved at the next board meeting?
Right. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank y'all.
Who does the tax receipts? She does that.
Melinda's going. At this time, I'd like to ask Melinda Buck, our newly appointed CSFO, beginning July 1st, to come forward to share the fiscal year 25 analysis of tax receipts.
Good evening, Board, and good evening, Dr. Maddox. I'd like to draw your attention to the local tax receipt analysis report provided in your packets tonight. The data indicates a consistent and positive trend in property and auto tax revenue from February 2018, predating the COVID-19 pandemic, through the current fiscal year ending February 2025. While some February collections are still pending, we anticipate continued growth in the line with overall revenue trending for the year. Notably, we have observed a sustained year-over-year growth of approximately 1%, with this year's growth in the 4 months at 0.97%, following 1.12% in 24 and 1.0% in 2023. This consistent performance underscores the strength and the stability of our core revenue streams. I'm pleased to report that property and auto tax revenue continues to perform strongly, 98% of the budget, totaling $100,380,832.32, while sales tax receipts are at 45% of the budget, totaling $897,921.45. Our total local tax receipts for 25 stand at $101,278,753.77. Do you have any questions?
Just a comment. I got bad news for me, good news for the schools. I moved last year. I got my upcoming tax bill for the fall and it was up 19%. So congratulations, Hoover City Schools. And
Yes.
I'll be starting a GoFundMe shortly.
Yes. I would like to ask if I could just say a few words about the appointment tonight of CSFO position.
Please.
I am deeply honored and humbled to accept the role of the Chief School Financial Officer for the Hoover City Schools. First and foremost, I want to thank my family. Their unwavering support and love are the foundation of who I am, and I wouldn't be here without them. To Michelle McKay, thank you for your exceptional leadership and mentorship. You have set a high standard of excellence, and I've learned so much from your example. Your impact on this district and on me personally is something I will carry forward. To the board and to Dr. Maddox, thank you for entrusting me with this opportunity to serve the district that truly defines excellence. I am proud and grateful to step into this role, and I look forward to the journey ahead. You'll hear me say many times, we are in this together. Let's move forward with purpose, collaboration, and a shared commitment to the success of every student here at Hoover City Schools. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to working with you.
All right, so board members, we started ACAP testing last week, and it's a major task. It will actually, our testing window runs through April the 25th. So I'd like to take this opportunity to commend Dr. Robbins and his team and staff, Kelly Lane sitting in the back there, for all the technology assistance that our students need. So far, so good. I'm knocking on the table. Not sure if it's wood here, but very important time. I want to thank our administrators, our staff members, our teachers, our students, everyone working really, really hard to make testing happen. And it is a major undertaking each and every year. And it seems like it lasts all year as well. Also, we have proms this weekend. Friday night, I believe, is Spain Park at the Finley Center, and then followed Saturday night, Dr. Hogan, by Hoover High School. So always want to take this opportunity just to know, we know our students are excited about these events, but just also want them to be mindful of, safety. We want them to be safe throughout the night and to have a good time and great memories from the prom. I can still think back on mine. I believe I can remember back that far, but it was a lot of fun. So just wanted to update you on that and just say how much I appreciate each and every one of our staff members for the work that you do each day. I know sometimes your work goes unnoticed, but I just want to commend you for the excellence that you model in our school district every single day. So thank you for that. All right. With that, Mr. President, I will pass it back to you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Maddox. No one has submitted a formal request for public comment tonight, so we'll move on to board comments. Ms. Shaw?
Well, I look forward to being back here to see Mama Mia coming up here this month. I appreciate everyone's work tonight. This was a big meeting, so appreciate everybody's input and getting to see our students. It's always the best part.
Mr. Blair?
You know, it almost becomes old, get used to hearing about championship this and state this, and then you have both basketball teams from Hoover High. Just, you know, it's just impressive. I have to remind myself not to get used to that because it just seems like it happens all the time. But it speaks so much to our programs, to our administrators, to our students, and their commitment to excellence in everything they pursue. So it's just, you know, every time I leave one of these meetings, I'm just more inspired by what our school district is capable of because of the students, the parents, and the administration. So.
Okay.
Well, I know we got 6 weeks of school left. Looking at some principals, and I know, you know, this is crunch time. So let's take a deep breath and push through. But what I really want to do is a couple things. Thursday night, the city council will be interviewing a future board member, several candidates to replace our president, who is rolling off the board, who's going to be missed greatly, but we're going to save that for next month when we roast them. So I'll be there to listen to those interviews on Thursday. I would tell Ms. Shaw, as a newest member on the board and the next one coming in, probably the biggest help I got as a new board member 4 years ago, after I got over the sticker shock of how much our payroll is per month in the first board meeting, was sitting down with Miss McKay multiple times and having her explain all of this to me and walk me through it, sometimes more than once because I'm a slow learner. She did such a good job, made my learning curve as a board member shorter, easier. And Michelle, I just want to say thank you. You've worked really, really hard for this district, and you're going to be missed. We got a great replacement for you who she's got to put up with us, and you know, hope she's ready. You might want to go ahead and, you know, tell her all about the quirky personalities and get her ready. But really and truly, it's a big learning curve to get on the school board. It takes actually years till you feel like you're up and running. I think Ms. Tosney and Mr. Kendrick will affirm that. But thank you for making it easier for me. And I wish you all the best going forward.
Ms. Tosney?
I'll just say, if you're in this room right now, I feel like that you are one of our administrators or one of our key people at central office. And I just appreciate y'all. I've said it before, I'll say it again, that you know, starts at the top and works its way down, and y'all do a great job and make things that we decide on very easy. So you are appreciated, and congratulations to you. That is a great assistant principal. That's just a great award. So congratulations to you.
All right. I just thank all of you for what you do and for, you know, helping us stay great. Really appreciate all that you all do. So our next regular board meeting is May 13th, 2025 at 5:30 at the central office. There being no further business, board members, all heart satisfied? All right. I will adjourn the meeting.